Pre-America buys Deutsche Bank's mutual fund business in India. Mutual fund house Pre-America has agreed to buy the asset management business of Deutsche Bank in India. While neither party disclosed the size of the deal, industry sources estimate it to be 300-400 crore. Ramnath Kovind, Acharya Devvrat appointed as governors of Bihar. HP President Pranab Mukherjee has appointed Acharya Devvrat and Ramnath Kovind as the governors of Himachal Pradesh and Bihar respectively. Mr. Kovind will succeed Keshrinath Tripathi, who was holding additional charge of Bihar. He had been a two-time Rajya Sabha member between 1994-2000 and 2006. India's first harbour defence system commissioned in Kochi. India's first integrated underwater harbour defence and surveillance system was commissioned in Kochi, Kerala. First of its kind system in the country is part of initiatives to strengthen and beef up coastal security in the western coastline. It is designed by Israel Aerospace Industries. It consists of advanced sensors, coastal surveillance radars and sound navigation and ranging systems, capable of detecting, tracking, identifying and generating warning for all types of underwater and surface threats to harbor security. The integrated system can detect presence of divers and underwater threats with the help of this automatic system. Cyclone Kaman makes landfall in Bangladesh. Cyclone Kaman made landfall in Cox's Bazar in Bangladesh. The cyclone has caused heavy rains that inundated vast areas of the coastal towns of Bangladesh, West Bengal and Odisha. Land-affected areas due Cyclone Kaman include eastern countries north in Bay of Bengal. India to host second Forum for India-Pacific Islands Cooperation. India will host second edition meeting of Forum for India-Pacific Islands Cooperation on the 21st of August 2015 in Jaipur, Rajasthan. The meeting will be attended by the heads of 14 island nations from Indo-Pacific Oceanic region. It is seen as India's first step towards greater engagement with the region, which is important from geostrategic and economic standpoint. Folger appointed MD, CEO of Mercedes-Benz India. Mercedes-Benz on Monday said it has appointed Roland S. Folger as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of its India operations, replacing Eberhard Kern, who will assume a new role for the European market. Asia's biggest telescope MAST inaugurated at Udaipur Solar Observatory in Rajasthan. Multi-application solar telescope, MAST, Asia's biggest telescope, was inaugurated at the Udaipur Solar Observatory in Rajasthan. It was inaugurated by Professor U.R. Rao, Chairman of Physical Research Laboratory. Inaugurated. The telescope was installed under the project undertaken by Union Ministry of Science and Technology and was funded by Department of Space. The project will be monitored by Ahmedabad-based Physical Research Laboratory. Mathematician Dr. Amalendu Krishna wins 2015 Ramanujan Prize. Mathematician Dr. Amalendu Krishna has won the Ramanujan Prize for year 2015. He has been bestowed with this award for his outstanding contributions in the area of algebraic cycles, algebraic K-theory and the theory of motives. Presently, Dr. Krishna is mathematician professor at the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Mumbai. He hails from Bihar and had completed his early college and schooling education there. IDFC Bank will start operations from October. IDFC Bank is set to start lending operations from October 1st. The stage is set for this, with the Reserve Bank of India granting IDFC Bank license for undertaking banking business. According to the terms and conditions of the bank license, the transfer of business of IDFC Limited to the proposed bank should coincide with commencement of banking business. India and Mozambique ink MoU to boost ties in new and renewable energy sector. India and Mozambique agreed to deepen cooperation in new and renewable energy. In this regard, both sides inked Memorandum of Understanding on expanding cooperation in energy sector. Airtel commercially launches India's first 4G services across 290 cities. On the 6th of August 2015, India's telecom giant Airtel has commercially launched the high-speed 4G services across 296 towns across India. In April 2012, Airtel had first launched its 4G service in Kolkata and from then conducted trials in 51 cities. For the 4G devices, Airtel has joined hands with mobile handset maker Samsung to develop and provide 4G-enabled handsets in affordable price. It should be noted that it is Airtel who has built first commercial 4G network in India that has brought high-speed mobile broadband into reality. PM Modi declares August 7 as National Handloom Day to mark Swadeshi movement. To commemorate the 1905 Swadeshi movement, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced August 7 as National Handloom Day at the function held in Chennai. At the event, PM Modi also launched the India Handloom brand to help weavers with brand for global markets. IS seizes central Syrian town of Qaryatayn. The radical militants of Sunni Islamist militant group Islamic State have seized Qaryatayn, a key town in central Syria. It was seized following heavy clashes with Syrian forces. It is IS's biggest advance after it had captured the historic town of Palmyra in May 2015. The town of Qaryatayn lies southwest of Palmyra and it is a heavily populated town with a mixed population of around 40,000 Sunni Muslims and Christians, as well as thousands of internally displaced people. Telecom Minister launches mobile app T-Show to aid digital literacy in Bihar. Telecom Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad has launched a new mobile app T-Show to aid digital literacy in Bihar. The app was launched in Bihar that aims to help people learn about computers and internet through self-learning modules. The app envisages offering digital literacy to tribal and Dalit women in the state, which is free and available on Google App Store. The 10th of August, World Biofuel Day. Every year 10th August is observed as World Biofuel Day in a bid to create awareness about non-fossil fuels. Significance of day. On this day in 1893, Sir Rudolph Diesel for the first time successfully ran mechanical engine with peanut oil. His research experiment had predicted that vegetable oil is going to replace the fossil fuels in the next century to fuel different mechanical engines. Thus, to mark this extraordinary achievement, World Biofuel Day is observed every year on 10th August. Google unveils restructuring under new parent company Alphabet Incorporated. Search engine giant Google Incorporated has announced formation of a new holding or parent company called Alphabet Incorporated to encompass its search engine unit and all other subsidiaries. The new parent company was formed as part of Google's new organizational structure, which will help the company to keep tremendous focus on the extraordinary opportunities and products. Kochi first to join World Tourism Cities Federation Council. Kochi becomes first Indian city to be a member of Beijing-headquartered World Tourism Cities Federation Council and join its League of Leading Tourism Cities across the world. The invitation to be the member of the council was sent to Kerala Tourism Department by WTCF, which was formally accepted the State Tourism Department on the 10th of August 2015. The membership acceptance document was handed over to Chinese Ambassador to India Liu King by the Kochi Mayor Tony Chamini in the presence of Chief Minister O. Aman Chandi at the function held in Kochi. About WTCF. The WTCF, headquartered at Beijing, is a non-profit, non-governmental international organization voluntarily formed by tourism cities like Los Angeles, Berlin, Barcelona and many other world-famous tourism cities and tourism-related institutions. It is the world's first international tourism federation with cities as the main body. ISRO commissions titanium sponge plant in Kerala. Indian Space Research Organisation on the 10th of August has fully commissioned and started commercial production at the first indigenous titanium sponge plant at Chavara in Kerala. The initiative was taken by ISRO's Vikram Sarabhai Space Centre to establish titanium sponge plant to dedicated 500 mount per annum plant at M.S. Kerala Minerals and Metals Limited, Chavara in Kollam district. Kerala. This plant has commercially started producing titanium sponge, which is exclusively applicable in space program and strategic areas. For space program, ISRO annually requires approximately 200-300 metric tons of titanium sponge, and the plant projects to enhance its capacity to 1000 tons per annum in near future. It should be noted that it is the only integrated plant in the world that undertakes all activities right from mining of T minerals to manufacturing of aerospace-grade T sponge under one roof. Titanium sponge. It is a titanium alloy products produced by conversion of raw titanium through Kroll process, which is subjected to leaching or heated vacuum distillation to remove impurities and gaining the purest form of titanium sponge. India has become the 7th country in the world producing titanium sponge commercially. It is extensively applicable in aerospace and defense areas due to its high strength to weight ratio and excellent corrosion resistance. Applications. Useful for liquid propellant tanks for launch vehicles and satellites, gas bottle, liners, inter-tank structures and interface rings for satellites. ICICI Bank launches Saral Rural Housing Loan Scheme for weaker sections. India's largest private sector lender, Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, ICICI Bank, has launched ICICI Bank Saral Rural Housing Loan Scheme for weaker sections of society. The scheme is new home loan proposition of the bank with special interest rate to cater people from rural areas, including women borrowers as well as from weaker sections. Superstar Amitabh Bachchan to be Maharashtra's new tiger conservation ambassador. Maharashtra government has roped superstar Amitabh Bachchan as its new ambassador for the tiger conservation project. His association will help to raise awareness about saving the tigers in the state. Sanjay Jalona appointed as MD and CEO for L&T Infotech. Larsen & Toubro has appointed former Infosys executive Sanjay Jalona as the managing director and CEO of its subsidiary L&T Infotech, IT arm of L&T. The new CEO Sanjay Jalona will run L&T Infotech from its New Jersey office in order to add thrust to its profitable growth. Company aims to boost growth and strengthen its presence in the United States, Europe, Gulf Cooperation Council countries and the East countries. Greece agrees bailout deal in principle with its creditors. Greece has agreed a new in-principle multi-billion euro bailout deal with its creditors. It was announced by the European Commission after a series of marathon talks between Greece and its lenders in Athens. In this regard, a technical agreement has been reached between the EC and Greece. The agreement will now require political approval from the debt-ridden country. The bailout deal comprises a package of 85 billion euros over next 3 years. This agreement will keep Greece in the Eurozone currency and avert bankruptcy, which may have led to a negative cascading effect on global economy. UNICEF signed worth Rs 1,200 crore contract with Huawei for modernizing its network. UNICEF, a subsidiary of Norway's telecom major Telenor, has inked an agreement worth 1,200 crore rupees with Chinese firm Huawei for modernizing and managing its network across 6 circles in the country. The advancement of payment will be done in phased manner for 3 years. As per the partnership, Huawei will modernize and manage UNICEF's network by making it future-ready for 4G network and internet service. India, Slovak ink MOU on technical cooperation in railway sector. India and Slovak Republic have signed a memorandum of understanding on technical cooperation in railway sector. The MOU was signed between Union Ministry of Railways and the Ministry of Transport, Construction and Regional Development of the Slovak Republic. It was signed in New Delhi by Gangaram Agarwal, Secretary, Railway Board and Ambassador of Slovak Republic to India Zygmunt Bertok. The founder of Hero Cycle Om Prakash Manchal passes away. The founder of Hero Cycle and the leading industrialist Om Prakash Manchal breathed his last in the DMC Hero Heart Center, Ludhiana on the 13th of August. He was 87. President appoints Om Prakash Rawat as Election Commissioner. President Pranab Mukherjee has appointed former IAS officer Om Prakash Rawat as an Election Commissioner in the Election Commission of India. He will have tenure of more than 3 years, which will end in December 2018, that is till he attains the age of 65 years. Assam passes witch hunting bill, 2015. Assam State Legislature has passed Assam Witch Hunting Bill, 2015. This law was prepared in order to rein in the rising incidence of witch hunting cases across the state. It was prepared in lines with the spirit of Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Crimes in witch hunting cases cause gross violation of basic human rights. Key features of bill: it aims to eliminate the superstition from society by making such offences under the Act as non-bailable, non-compoundable and cognizable. Prohibit any person from calling, identifying or defaming any other person as witch by words, signs, conducts or indications. Abhishek Verma wins gold medal in Archery World Cup. Ace Indian archer Abhishek Verma has won gold medal in Archery World Cup in the Stage 3 in the compound men's individual section. In the individual final held in Wrocław in Poland, he defeated Ismail Abadi of Iran by 148-145 score in the 5-round match. In the summit clash, Verma had shot 13 perfect 10-pointers, including 5 arrows closest to the center from the total 15 arrows. It should be noted that Verma is currently ranked 18 in the world in the men's individual archery. He hails from Delhi and earlier had won silver medal in the Asian Games. Gujarat government declares ban on use of plastic in state. Gujarat government has declared ban on the use of plastic in the state for the first time. It was announced by Gujarat's first women Chief Minister Ramanujan Patel after unfurling the national flag at the Independence Day ceremony in Mahisagar district of Gujarat. This decision was taken keeping in view protection of environment, cleanliness and cattle health. It should be several municipal bodies in the state already have banned use of plastic bags thinner than 40 microns. Apart from plastic ban decision, she also announced that 159 towns and 8 cities in the state now have 100% in-house toilets and nearly 8 lakh toilets have been built in rural areas. Taj Mahal becomes first monument in world to have Twitter account. The iconic Mughal monument Taj Mahal became the first historical monuments in the world to have a Twitter account of its own. The monument's official Twitter handle at Taj Mahal was launched by Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav on eve of 69th Independence Day in Lucknow. Egypt approves stringent new counterterrorism laws. Egypt has approved stringent new counterterrorism laws to fight the menace of growing jihadist insurgency in the country. These laws were approved by Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. IDBI appointed Kishore Pairaji Karat as its MD and CEO. Industrial Development Bank of India has appointed Kishore Pairaji Karat as its new Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer. Kishore Karat is a graduate in Commerce and Law who is also a Certified Associate of the Indian Institute of Bankers. He had earlier assumed post of Executive Director of Union Bank of India and before that he had served Bank of Baroda for 3 decades. ICICI Bank launched locker facility named Smart Vault. ICICI Bank on the 18th of August 2015 launched Smart Vault, a first-of-its-kind locker facility by a bank in India with latest robotic technology. The facility was launched by Chandra Kokka, MD and CEO of ICICI Bank at the Defence Colony branch of Delhi. The Smart Vault uses robotic technology to access the lockers from the safe vault and enables customers to conveniently access their lockers at any time of their preference, in the comfort of a secure lounge where the locker automatically comes up to the customer. State Bank of India launches mobile wallet app Buddy. Country's largest lender State Bank of India today launched a mobile wallet app, SBI Buddy, in collaboration with Accenture and MasterCard. The service will be available to existing as well as non-SBI customers. The app was launched by Finance Minister Arun Jaitley along with Jayant Saina, Minister of State for Finance, and Hazmak Adia, Secretary, Department of Financial Services. Kochi Airport becomes world's first to operate on solar power. Scripting a new chapter, the Cochin International Airport on Tuesday became the first in the world to operate completely on solar power. Kerala Chief Minister O. Amanchandi inaugurated the 12 MWP solar power plant, comprising 46,150 solar panels laid across 45 acres near the cargo complex, at a function at the airport this morning. With this, The airport will have 50,000 to 60,000 units of electricity per day to be consumed for all its operational functions, which technically makes the airport absolutely power neutral, Cochin International Airport Limited said in a release, adding, "It is the first airport in the world to operate completely on solar power." U.S. launches biggest NATO airborne drills since Cold War in Europe. The U.S. military has launched the largest NATO airborne drills dubbed as Swift Response 15 since the end of the Cold War to enhance security and stability in the European region. Swift Response 15 will be month-long simultaneous multinational airborne operations drill in which around 5,000 soldiers from 11 NATO member states will participate. 11 NATO member courtiers participating are Bulgaria, Germany, France, Greece, Portugal, Netherlands, Italy, Poland, Britain, Spain, and United States. These airborne drills aim to help high readiness NATO forces in order to act as one single force and to demonstrate its alliance's capacity to operate and rapidly deploy forces in support to maintaining a strong and secure Europe. In these drills, Allied warplanes led by US will drop more than 1,000 paratroopers and warfare equipment to Hohenfels training area in Germany. Similar airdrop drill will also take place the same day at the Novo Selo training area in Bulgaria. Australian government appoints Adam Gilchrist ambassador to India for education. In a move set to further strengthen education ties with India, the Australian government on Thursday appointed former cricketer Adam Gilchrist as nation's inaugural ambassador to the region on education. The announcement was made by the Minister for Education and Training Christopher Pyne prior to attending the annual ministerial dialogue on 3rd Australia-India Education Council meeting in New Delhi on August 24. Adam will play an important part in supporting the growth in the strong bilateral education relationship between Australia and India, to help ensure that Australia continues to be seen as a high-quality provider of education. Ranil Wickremesinghe sworn in as Prime Minister of Sri Lanka. Ranil Wickremesinghe was sworn in as the Prime Minister of Sri Lanka. He was administered the oath of office by President Mthripalu Sirisenu at the Presidential Secretariat in Colombo. Wickremesinghe, a lawmaker since 1977, had served the country as its prime minister on 3 occasions. He held the post from 1993-94, 2002 to 2004 and since January 2015. Apart from this, immediately after the swearing-in, the general secretaries of the two main parties in the country, the Sri Lanka Freedom Party and the United National Party, UNP, signed a memorandum of understanding to work together in the parliament and form a national government. Gandhi Committee of RBI recommends conversion of UCBs into regular banks. A Reserve Bank of India committee has recommended conversion of urban cooperative banks with business size of 20,000 crore rupees or more into regular banks. This recommendation was given by the high-powered Committee on UCBs headed by RBI Deputy Governor Gandhi in its report. Golfer Aditi Ashok, first Indian to win Ladies British Amateur Stroke Play Championship. Ace Indian golfer Aditi Ashok won the prestigious Ladies British Amateur Stroke Play Championship 2015 at Leeds, United Kingdom. With this victory she became first woman and youngest player from India to win this championship. Bandhan Financial Services started operations as scheduled commercial bank. Bandhan Financial Services, a microfinancial institution, on the 23rd of August 2015 started operations as a scheduled commercial bank. Henceforth it will be called as Bandhan Bank. The banking services were inaugurated by the Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley in Kolkata. With this, Bandhan became the first microfinance company in the country to start operations as a full-fledged commercial bank. It is also the first commercial bank from Eastern India to get RBI clearance since independence. Bandhan, along with IDFC, Infrastructure Development Finance Company, were granted banking licenses in 2014 by the Reserve Bank of India. The move was aimed at deepening financial services reach in the country by utilizing the services of the existing players in the market. Bandhan started as a non-banking finance company in 2001 and focused on the lower strata of the especially unorganized sector workers. On the inaugural day, The bank started operations with 501 branches in 24 states across the country with 1.43 crore accounts. Chandra Sekhar Ghosh, the managing director and founder of the bank. Usain Bolt wins World 100 meters title at World Athletics Championships. Jamaican athlete Usain Bolt has won World 100-meter title in the World Athletics Championships held in Beijing, China. With this victory he retained his 100-meter title which was won earlier in 2009. In the blue ribbon event, Bolt ran a season's best of 9.79 seconds winning gold medal, while Justin Gatlin of United States finished at the second spot in 9.80 seconds, taking silver medal. Pro Kabaddi League 2015. Mumbai crowned champions after thrilling win over Bengaluru Bulls in final. Mumbai overcame a fighting Bengaluru Bulls 36-30 in a thrilling summit clash to lift the second Star Sports Pro Kabaddi crown at a packed NSCI stadium in Mumbai on Sunday. Starting the game as slight favourites, the Mumbai outfit had to stretch every sinew to get the better of their rivals from Bengaluru who fought tooth and nail but fell short at the end. ISRO successfully launches GSLV-D6 carrying Sat-6 satellite. The geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle has successfully blasted off from the Satish Dhawan Space Center at Indian Space Research Organisation in Sriharikota, near Chennai. This is the third time the indigenously developed cryogenic upper stage is being carried on board during a GSLV flight. It may be noted the second mission of GSLV during the last 5 years after two such rockets failed in 2010. One of the GSLV rockets flew with Indian cryogenic engine and the other one with a Russian engine. Novak Djokovic new UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. Reigning world tennis champion Novak Djokovic became a new Goodwill Ambassador for the UN Fund for Children, joining a roster of athletes and celebrities to hold the post. The 28-year-old Serbian, who grew up during the Balkans War, has already worked to help vulnerable children through his role as UNICEF Serbia ambassador. Greece's caretaker government sworn in with first female prime minister. Greece's new caretaker government was sworn in on Friday, as the country prepares early elections next month, the third time Greeks will go to the polls this year. Vasiliki Then, a top judge and the country's first female prime minister, will lead the country until the election, which is expected to take place on the 20th of September. Her predecessor, Alexis Tsipras, stepped down last week following a rebellion by members of his left-wing Syriza party who objected to the conditions of Greece's third international bailout. Barcelona's Lionel Messi wins UEFA Best Player in Europe award. Lionel Messi added another individual trophy to his collection Thursday, being voted UEFA's Best Player in Europe for last season. The Barcelona star beat Luis Suarez, his teammate at the Champions League winner, and Real Madrid's Cristiano Ronaldo in a Europe-wide poll of journalists. Messi, the four-time FIFA World Player of the Year, got the UEFA honor after a season-long duel with Ronaldo for the Champions League scoring record. Both resumed this season on 77 goals. Usain Bolt beats Justin Gatlin in World Championships 200 meters final. Usain Bolt won the rematch and 200 meters gold as he ran a wonderful bend to once again leave rival Justin Gatlin chasing silver and fresh air. On a sweaty, sticky night in the bird's nest, Bolt was out of the blocks quicker and opened up an unassailable lead over the first 100 meters before coming away down the straight and jabbing his thumbs at his chest as he crossed the line. His 19.55 seconds was the fastest in the world this year, his speed and peerless championship class too good for American Gatlin, whose 19.74 was well outside his season's best. NTPC sets a record in single-day power generation. India's largest power generator National Thermal Power Corporation Limited has achieved a record of highest single-day electricity generation of over 733 million units. The record generation of electricity on August 27, 2015 was achieved from NTPC's 18 coal-based power plants, and 8 solar and hydro power stations and 7 gas-based units. On the record day, the declared cumulative capability of the stations was 91.10% and plant load factor was of 86.34%.